Once upon a time,
we can go home.
A family reunited.
And none of what happened will matter.
But their happy ending
Charming.
was short-lived. And a powerful threat arose.
All I want is our happy ending.
6 souls, born of an enchanted land,
This world is my home.
bound by faith,
Knew you'd be here.
transformed by magic,
We don't leave family behind.
face the test of their lives.
So who are we up against? Someone we all should fear.
Tonight, Once Upon a Time creators Edward Kitsis and Adam Horowitz
I will always find you.
explore the lives of these 6 characters.
They're thrown together on a common journey.
This is my happy ending.
This is a mission that is going to require both heroes and villains.
You may not be strong enough, but maybe we are.
All must come together
We can't let them just take Henry.
as they cross worlds
Want me to have faith in you?
to find the one person
Have faith in me.
who can save them all.
Where is that?
Neverland.
Storybrooke, Maine has been the center of the fairy tale universe for quite some time. For it is here where the fairy tale characters from the enchanted forest were sent, when the evil queen exacted her revenge on Snow White.
The curse! It's here!
And cast a powerful curse.
I did it.
They lived for 28 years,
Morning, Madam Mayor. Beautiful day, isn't it?
not knowing their true identities.
Yes, it is.
The curse was finally broken, and magic came to the town.
Magic? In Storybrooke?
But along with it was a price.
You're not going to believe what I saw.
Unwanted attention from the outside world.
For the past 2 seasons, good and evil have been fighting it out in Storybrooke.
We came here to destroy magic, Henry.
The curse to bring everyone to the real world has led to this war that at the center of it is a little boy, Henry.
But then we found something more important. Something that changed everything. You.
That a good book? It's more than just a book.
What's wonderful about Henry is that he absolutely believes. So when he was given a book of fairy tales, he started to realize that this was all real and that he needed to go and track down his long-lost mother, who he's never met, who turned out to be Emma, and convince her to come back to Storybrooke and break a curse.
I was hoping that when I brought you back, things would change here. That the final battle would begin.
I'm not fighting any battles, kid.
Henry also happens to be the son of the Savior, an heir to an incredible fairy tale lineage.
So Rumpelstiltskin is Henry's grandfather?
Apparently.
But I'm his grandfather.
You can have more than one.
And because of that, he has an incredible effect on all of those around him.
Stop! Well, listen to yourselves. You used to be heroes. What happened to you?
At the end of the season, things aren't looking so good for Henry. When the town of Storybrooke is saved from ultimate doom and everybody's about to celebrate, they look around in the cave and there's no Henry. There's just a backpack lying on the ground.
They took him.
And we find that there's another figure out there who has his eyes set on Henry, and that figure is Peter Pan.
That's the boy he's looking for.
And once he has sent his people out to get Henry, everything changes for our characters.
You think we'll be able to find him?
Of course we will.
This is the entrance.
These fairy tale characters have journeyed to many realms.
To begin with, there's our world,
A land without magic.
a land without magic.
We've also been to Wonderland.
Shall we?
And then, of course, the Enchanted Forest, which we have seen in both flashback and we've seen it post-curse in present day.
I've lived here, Emma. I know this world and its dangers.
But the world of Peter Pan promises a voyage to the unknown.
What's the name of the place we're headed, Cap? Neverland!
Neverland is a place that runs on belief and it runs on imagination. And because of that, I don't think anyone can really know it.
Is it the boy?
No, it's not.
Put him with the rest.
We need to get Henry. Greg and Tamara took him through a portal.
I'll offer my ship and my services to help follow them.
Well, that's great, Hook, but how will we track them?
Leave that to me. I can get us where we need to go.
To have any hope of finding Henry in Neverland, these 6 people must set aside their differences and work together.
Up to this point, we've just had a taste of Neverland. In the upcoming season, we're really going to dive in and see what this world is all about.
Who are Greg and Tamara? They're merely pawns. Have no idea who they're truly working for.
We have these characters heading into the very heart of darkness to save Henry. And we are really excited to find out a little bit more about what makes them tick.
So, as we begin the next chapter, we will look deeper into the hearts and minds of our heroes as they try to uncover the mysteries of Neverland.
You want to use the beans to make a portal. To go back to the Enchanted Forest.
We're from there. You're from there.
This world is my home.
It's been nothing but cruel to you. If we go back, I think you might be able to have your happy ending.
Home is an important thing on our show because it is something that everybody desires to have. And whether you're a villain or you're a hero, everybody wants somewhere where they go at the end of the night where somebody cares about them.
What do you want?
I want my father.
All I want is your happiness back.
Rumpelstiltskin chose the power of magic over his own son and has regretted it ever since.
You made a deal with me. Are you backing out?
And so everything he is doing is trying to reunite with his son and bring us home together. Prince Charming and Snow White, who had to give their daughter up to break a curse,
We have to give her her best chance.
who have spent all their time waiting to be reunited.
Find us.
And every character on the show is looking for home. And unfortunately for them, it's a very hard thing to get to.
In 28 years, you must make sure the Savior believes.
Before baby Emma was sent through the enchanted wardrobe, Pinocchio made passage to watch over her.
Don't cry, Emma. Look at me. Watch this.
But after they were placed in an orphanage, Pinocchio ran away,
I'm sorry, Emma.
and Emma was left to fend for herself.
Emma was searching for home, but because she had never had one, she didn't know what that was.
Emma grew up living a life of crime.
She was doing all sorts of things to get by. She had learned one lesson, which is the only person she could rely on was herself.
Present. But really, you could have just asked me for the keys.
And that's when she meets Neil. There's an element of fate and destiny at play here. You have Emma, the daughter of Snow White and Prince Charming, who is destined to be a savior, but who has no knowledge of this. Hey,
See that?
hey, mister, that guy's stealing this. On the run as a woman alone with no family, no ties, who runs into a man who becomes the first real connection in her life.
Maybe it's time we get a real place.
Together?
Don't you wanna?
Like where? Neverland?
Emma, her entire life, has had a wall up to guard herself, and the one time she let it down was for Neil.
But just when she needed him the most, Neil abandoned Emma.
Emma never catches a break. Just when she seems to get up on her feet, she gets knocked back down.
Emma went to prison and discovered she was pregnant, but gave the baby up for adoption.
But what's great about Emma is she just keeps fighting, and she never stops, and when she believes in something, she will fight for it to the bitter end.
She eventually made her way to Boston and became a bail bonds person.
Look, you don't have to do this, okay? I can pay you. I've got money.
No, you don't. And if you did, you should give it to your wife and take care of your family.
What the hell do you know about family, huh?
Nothing.
It was a lonely life,
Another banner year.
but on her 28th birthday, that would all change.
Are you Emma Swan?
Who are you?
My name's Henry. I'm her son.
Emma brought Henry home to Storybrooke,
Where have you been? I found my real mom.
where much to Regina's dismay, they grew close. And with true love's kiss,
I love you, Henry.
Emma broke the curse.
love you too.
It's a loving relationship between a mother who hasn't known her son for 10 years.
We gotta talk.
So there's always a little bit of guilt on Emma's part.
I promise I will never lie to you again. Just don't push me away.
I won't.
But also really trying to get to know this boy in a real genuine way. And I think that Emma made a lot of strides toward that.
And she fell in love with him. And now you're going to see a woman and a mother who will do anything to get him back.
Henry, he believed in you. His heart's gonna break.
Emma and Regina are bitter enemies who had terrible conflict.
You will not keep my son from me.
But they have one thing in common. They love Henry.
Maybe some of your newfound magic can save you now. You can pretend all you want, but we know how you are. And who you will always be.
Because of Henry, they are forced together. Emma blames Regina for the fact that all this happened. She would have grown up with a mom and dad if the evil queen didn't cast her curse.
I'd like to see him more. I'm not sure that's best. Because you know so much about parenting in the 5 minutes you've been with him.
First beanstalk.
Emma's a character who's gone through a lot.
You never forget your first.
And we've seen her go on a journey where she's started to get to know her family. She's started to learn more about herself.
I lived here. Never even got to spend a night.
She also discovered that within her was magic.
Goodbye, Snow. No! Emma! Oh, you foolish girl. Love is weakness.
And that's another part of her that she's had to come to terms with, that's going to play a part as she goes on this journey to get her son back.
No. It's strength.
She hasn't really had time to explore it. And I think that Neverland is a place that, because you have no future, you have to confront your past.
What was that?
Emma's going to have to dig deep into these issues and figure out who she is.
That is a great subject for discussion when we get home.
This wand has the power to take you to your ball and to a life. Oh!
Magic cuts both ways.
Do you know what this is?
Pure magic.
Pure evil. All magic comes with a price.
Magic is a powerful force, and it's a force that touches all of the characters in our show.
What do you need of my hair?
What do you need of it now? It's been plucked from your head. Do we have a deal?
But once you choose to wield magic, there's a price attached to it, and that's, I think, what comes with any shortcut you take.
That potion you took, the one that erased the prince from your mind, you haven't been the same since you drank it.
Magic is wish fulfillment for people. You use magic to make your life better.
And all you have to do is sign on the dotted line.
Or so that you could go to the ball. Or so you can do things that normally would take many years to do. But of course, that is a shortcut. And because of that, there's always a price.
Now you have a good time. But be sure to watch the clock. Where are my manners? We haven't been properly introduced. Rumpelstiltskin.
We've seen him in a lot of different roles. He's been the crocodile. He's been the beast. He has been the fairy godmother to Cinderella.
Did you get everything you desired?
But in all his dealings, all he's ever wanted is the son that he let go.
My weaving days are behind us. I've been called to the front.
Rumpelstiltskin was eager to fight in the ogre's war, until a seer foretold his future.
Your wife will bear you a son, but your actions on the battlefield tomorrow will leave him fatherless.
The future is never exactly what you think it is, and that's a lesson Rumpelstiltskin has learned the hard way.
What she left out was that he would do it to himself.
Rumpel's cowardice disgraced his wife.
You sentenced him to a fate much worse. Growing up as your son.
And she eventually abandoned Rumpel and young Balefire.
Women do not like to be married to cowards.
Please don't speak to a boy like that.
It's treason to avoid service.
Rumpel would have done anything to keep his son from harm.
Darkblood, I summon thee.
So he seized the ultimate source of dark magic.
Die.
And abused his new power at every opportunity.
Dark One.
Rumpel was told he would lose his son by his actions on the battlefield.
No.
No, Papa!
He took that to mean he was going to die on the battlefield. But ultimately what it meant was his cowardly act would set in motion a chain of events that would cause his son to run away and leave him.
Papa, please! It's the only way we can be together!
No, Ray, I can't! Bye!
When Rumpel, now the Dark One, comes to see this seer who is now fully grown to find out what he can do to get his son back,
You will be reunited with your son. A young boy will lead you to him, but there will be a price. The boy will be your undoing.
Now, Rumpel as the Dark One does not see this as a problem.
Then I'll just have to kill him.
What he doesn't realize is that the boy who would lead him to his son would be his grandson.
And he would soon discover that his grandson was actually Henry.
It's the right place? Let me guess, he's not expecting you. Well, who doesn't love a surprise? He's running.
With Emma's help, they found Balefire in New York.
Get him to talk to me. I can't run.
And when they find him, to the surprise of everyone, his son turns out to be the father of Henry that Emma has not seen in many, many years.
Neil?
Please, Bray. Just let me talk.
Get out of my apartment!
Neil.
Emma, I got this.
When they realize that there is a familial connection between all of these characters, all hell breaks loose.
You two know each other. How?
Mom, what's going on?
Who's this?
My son.
What?
Mr. Gold has had quite a journey over the centuries.
And when he finally got in front of his son, he still needed magic as a crutch.
Come with me to Storybrooke. There's magic there. I can make you 14 again.
14? I don't want to be 14 again. Are you insane?
And I think that's what's so sad is that he doesn't know how yet to make up for the fact that he abandoned his son.
You haven't changed one bit. For a second, I thought you might have. I guess I was wrong.
At the end of the season, Mr. Gold is faced with a really difficult decision to make. Henry, his grandson, is now in danger in a terrible, terrible place, and he needs to be rescued. And Gold can help rescue him.
So you're playing the part of the loving grandpa now?
But Gold also knows that there's a prophecy that says that that very boy will be his undoing.
They won't accept you, no matter what you do.
Can he rescue Henry and give up what he thinks he needs to give up to do that?
You always choose darkness.
You think you know me, Derry. You don't.
If your own son couldn't bring out the good in you, who will?
That's mine.
Oh, Your Majesty.
How dare you? Servants don't wear crowns.
Enough. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
No. I was talking to Snow.
Me?
I thought I raised you better than that, Snow. It doesn't matter whether one is a servant or royalty.
When we first meet Snow White, she's like any young child. She is petulant and she isn't the nicest, and her mother had to teach her those lessons.
My dear, we are all the same.
But I thought we were royals.
We are. But that doesn't make us better than anyone else.
While we say evil is not born, it's made, good also has to be learned.
It's beautiful.
And it's heavier than it looks.
Your Majesty. Mother.
And that was a defining moment for Snow as a little girl when her mother died, because Snow was given a choice with this dark magic that was offered to her, a chance to maybe bring her mother back, but an innocent would die.
I can't trade someone else's life for hers. Then I'm afraid she will die.
And Snow was put to the test there, and at that young age, the good won out. And I think that's what, despite all the tragedy around her, allowed her to grow up into the good woman that she became.
Ow!
With her mother no longer there to guide her,
Give me your hand!
Snow would meet another woman who would have enormous impact on her life.
It's okay, dear. You're safe.
You saved my life. Thank you.
The irony of the history between Snow and Regina is it started with Regina saving Snow's life.
True love is the most powerful magic of all.
We realized Snow White looked up to her. She thought, this is the coolest person I know. She taught me about true love, and she just wanted to help her.
Snow's father, King Leopold, asked Regina to marry him and become Snow's stepmother.
Snow!
But when Snow saw Regina kissing the stable boy, she grew confused.
What are you doing with him?
Snow, I can explain. You can never speak of this. And above all, you mustn't tell my mother.
I promise.
With the best of intentions, Snow broke her promise.
Don't make her get married.
I'm sorry?
She doesn't love my father. She loves someone else.
And that resulted in the death of Regina's fiancé, and Regina blamed Snow White ever since.
Did you tell her about me and Daniel?
Yes.
But I told you very specifically not to.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to lose your mother, like I've lost mine.
Where is Snow White now?
Alone, on her way back to meet the prince.
Regina became queen
Excellent.
and would put a bounty on Snow White, holding Snow responsible for the death of Regina's true love. So Snow was forced to live in hiding.
When Snow White found herself alone in the forest and abandoned, she thought she would spend her entire life on the run, and she would never find anybody to love. And then she met Prince Charming by stealing from him.
Girl.
Woman.
It's true love. Like any true love, it begins with one person hitting the other person over the head with a rock.
You can't hide from me! Wherever you are, I will find you!
They find very quickly that they have a connection that is deeper than anything either has ever felt before.
I told you I'd find you. No matter what you do, I will always find you.
Aren't you a real Prince Charming?
I have a name, you know.
Don't care. Charming suits you.
Prince Charming, he was a poor shepherd who really never thought that he would ever get out of that farm and suddenly found himself thrust into a life as the son of a king.
You do this, and you'll be a legend.
Charming heads head first into any dangerous situation, and he'll pay the price. He's got bruises and scars all over the place from everything he's doing, but that's because he's a hero. And he thinks his heroic mission is more important than his own well-being at times.
I don't think there's any hero out there who doesn't have a few scars, and so don't go into battle if you're not willing to get hit.
Had enough?
Never.
He truly believes in the causes he's fighting for, and those are his family and his wife and his daughter and for his people. And if he would have taken the easy way out and just pretended to be King George's son, would have lived an easier life. But he fell in love, and he gave all of that up for Snow White.
You can't get married without this.
If you need anything,
You'll find me.
That goodness that they both share
always
is what really drew them together.
I almost believe that.
I will always find you is just it's a deep statement of belief and faith that their love and their family is strong enough to overcome anything.
Snow!
Charming.
And so far that's proven true.
You found me.
Did you ever doubt I would?
Unfortunately for the two of them, they continually are separated, and it was a testament to their faith last year when Prince Charming was willing to go under a sleeping curse because he knew his wife would find him, and that's exactly what happened.
You will always find me, and I will always find you.
Will we always lose each other, too?
No. You need to have faith in us.
What I think is special about the relationship is that they are equals. And so when one of them is feeling weak, the other one gets stronger.
You did it.
Did you ever doubt I would?
No.
If she wanted to change, if she wanted to be a family again, if she wanted to be good, would you forgive her for that?
Despite everything Regina has done horrible in terms of trying to kill Snow White or kill Prince Charming or ruin kingdoms and all that, Snow maintains the optimism that maybe Regina can be redeemed.
The woman who saved my life all those years ago had good in her.
That's sort of that relationship right there. Snow is the epitome of hope.
All you need is someone to help you let her out.
And Regina just can't get past herself.
Just like that. Just like that. You make change sound so easy.
And through all that, she held on to hope, but we saw that last year, it broke. She gave in to the darkness, and she let Rumpelstiltskin manipulate her, and she ended up taking the life of Regina's mother.
You did this.
And when she was faced with the consequences of her action, she couldn't deal with them.
I went to Regina's house and confronted her. I told her to end it, and she ripped out my heart. And when she took it out, it has started to blacken because of what I did. You did it.
No.
And once you blacken your heart, it only grows darker. Trust me, I know.
I think she realized in that moment that she had to relearn the lesson that her mom tried to teach her as a child, that she would have to live a life of goodness.
You sure as hell aren't Regina.
What makes you so sure?
This does. And I know it better than anyone. Where is she?
This is the route she's taking. But you better be quick, because if she kills the queen, she becomes as evil as the woman whose life she thinks.
She could never become that evil.
Evil isn't born, dearie. It's made.
It's what we always say on the show, which is that evil isn't born, it's made. And that's what we saw with Regina in her relationship with her mother, Cora.
Yes. That's beautiful, sweetheart.
You ride like a man. Why do you always have to criticize me? I'm not criticizing you. I'm helping you. Don't you walk away from me.
Oh! Mother!
Cora, please.
She's young, she's in love.
Oh, we could take a ride to Firefly Hill.
She had a very controlling and demanding mother whose love and respect she never felt she got.
You're just frightened of having all that power.
I don't want power. I want to be free.
Power is freedom.
She was a girl who started out innocent and good and had each one of those things systematically taken away from her.
No!
You have to trust me, Regina. I know best.
You ruined everything. I loved him.
And because of that, she was sent on a path of revenge.
And that vengeance would be focused on young Snow White after Regina had discovered their promise was broken.
I should have let her die on that horse.
She had so much anger, and she had, unfortunately, a really bad mentor in Rumpelstiltskin who brought out that anger and taught her dark magic because he needed her to enact that curse.
Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing.
That much is clear.
Regina has weaknesses, and magic is one of them. We see when she began to learn magic with Rumpelstiltskin.
Now show me what you've learned.
It was so hard for her at first.
Take its heart.
It's innocent.
Nothing is innocent. You're not hurting the beast. You're controlling it.
But yet, as she got deeper and deeper into it, it became harder for her to move away from it.
She acts out a lot in anger.
And as the years passed, Regina's anger became an obsession to hunt down and kill Snow White.
You're telling me she lived here and not one of you saw her?
A lot of that comes back to haunt her.
Kill them all.
Well, she didn't like that people called her evil.
You did just slaughter an entire village. Maybe that's why they call you the Evil Queen.
I am not evil.
Because she wanted to return to that girl who was innocent and believed in true love.
You're gonna have to be content with the fear. They'll never love you.
Yes, they will.
She didn't like to be hated, and she wanted that love again.
Sometimes people can surprise you.
But of course, when Snow sees that village, the evil queen realizes, maybe it's too late for me.
We've gone further than I've thought.
And I think that's the tragedy of her and the pain, is she always wonders if it's too late for her. And she has always wrestled with, how do I get back to the person I was when no one's letting me?
There is good in me.
If this is your idea of good, I want no part of it.
She's a tragic character in that way, in that she does get these chances, and she sometimes is her own worst enemy.
Regina, this is your opportunity to meet your end with a clear conscience.
There was that moment where she was put up before the firing squad, and she was given a chance to repent. And she says that she has regrets.
I regret that I was not able to cause more pain.
Rather than actually feel bad for what she's done, she's angry that she didn't do more terrible things. And that's Regina. Her emotions are so strong that they govern her, and they force her sometimes into doing terrible things.
Fire!
Stop!
This is not the way.
But at the same time, those emotions are so strong when they're focused on love, and as is the case with Henry.
I know it's hard for you to understand right now, but you'll see. We can be happy.
Regina is actually a good mother in a lot of ways. She loves Henry, and she was willing to give up magic for Henry.
Look what magic did to you. It's ruining everything. Please, help me get rid of it.
But magic was how she got everything in her life. It is a shortcut.
You can live in a house with magic.
I don't want that. I don't want to be you.
And that's what we saw this year, was a person wrestling with how to be good. And is that really who I am?
Sorry for what's happened. I tried to be the person that you wanted me to be, and I failed. You just know that I love you.
I love you too.
We saw at the end of the year she was willing to sacrifice her life, that she does feel guilt.
When a magical diamond with the power to destroy Storybrooke had fallen into the wrong hands, Regina was willing to die to save everyone.
Slowing the device, it's going to require all the strength I have.
You're not coming with us, are you?
I created this device. It's only fitting that it takes my life.
She thought, I don't want to be the evil queen anymore. Let me die as Regina.
I only wish I was strong enough to stop all this.
This is my moment to repay them.
I'm just not.
As Regina struggled, Emma proved that two are more powerful than one.
You may not be strong enough. Maybe we are.
We did it.
Yes, we did.
The town was saved.
Henry? Henry? Emma, what is it?
But evil was still lurking in Storybrooke.
They took him.
I'm sorry she died, but vengeance? Vengeance wouldn't bring her back.
Like it was some kind of accident. Is that what he told you? Of course, he'd leave out the most important detail of her passing.
And, what would that be?
He killed her.
Gillian Jones was the target of Rumpelstiltskin's revenge. after the notorious pirate had run off with the Dark One's wife.
Vengeance is a very easy thing to pursue, a difficult thing to achieve, and then in the aftermath, not necessarily something you want.
You may be more powerful now, demon, but you're no less a coward.
Captain Hook is a character who has been defined by revenge.
Killing me is gonna take a lot more than that, dearie.
I will find a way.
Losing the love of his life, who he stole from Rumpelstiltskin, has forced him into a very long journey of revenge. And then at the end of the season, having the ability to satisfy that revenge,
Time's up, crocodile.
realized it wasn't enough.
It wasn't very satisfying. Revenge is empty, and he's wasted his life. And now he's hoping he can have a second chance.
You ever wonder if this constant pursuit for revenge is the reason we've known who cares for us? Revenge may sate your being, but don't misunderstand me, my dear. It's an end, not a beginning.
In the pursuit of all the darkness, there's a charming rogue in there.
Thank you, my lady.
Whoa!
It's about bloody time. Startling, aren't I? Some people say striking.
He is a pirate through and through.
Ahoy there. Aren't you lucky to be alive?
And he lives by a code, and he believes in that code very strongly. It's just that code seems to suit himself more than others.
What's your name, boy?
I don't have to answer you.
I'll simply ask again. What's your name?
Balefire.
Hook has experience in Neverland, having crossed paths with Peter Pan's lost boys.
I think that Hook has a certain amount of authority because he did spend time there and he was able to survive there.
If we return the boy to him, it could be the very key to our survival in Neverland.
We understand that he himself is frightened of Peter Pan, but he's a pirate, and pirates are great at surviving, and that's what Hook does best.
You hated my father so much, you didn't even realize you were just like him.
Peter Pan is someone we should all be frightened of. He is a very charismatic figure, and these Lost Boys are willing to do anything for him, so the fact that he wants Henry should frighten us.
Whatever you think you know about Peter Pan, put that aside. It's not what you expect.
If that's not the boy he's looking for, you think we'll be able to find him?
Peter Pan never fails.
This is not the Peter Pan you remember from your youth.
Or the peanut butter.
Neil?
What we see happen to Neil is that he's reunited with Emma, and it is something that comes out of nowhere for him.
I don't understand. What are you doing here?
I'm not answering anything until you tell me the truth.
And when she comes back into his life, he feels terrible. He has moved on, and he genuinely is in love with Tamara.
There's something I need to tell you. I'm not from here.
The problem is, he doesn't realize that Tamara is working against all of them.
What are you doing, Tamara?
I have to keep magic out of this world, Neil. It doesn't belong here. Neil, please don't make me.
And once that comes to light, the love between Emma and Neil is allowed to rekindle.
Neil!
Emma, Henry needs you. You can't lose both of us. I'll make him grow up like we did.
I love you.
I love you too.
And we see that real feeling still exists between the two of them.
No!
Emma believes that Neil is dead, and we have seen that Neil actually woke up in the Enchanted Forest where he originally came from.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Is he alive?
Barely. We have to get him help.
In Storybrooke, Tamara and her accomplice, Greg Mandel, had a change of plans.
We came here to destroy magic, Henry. But then we found something more important. Something that changed everything. You.
Once they discovered Henry was there, they were told by their home office that turned out to be Pan that this boy has to be taken, and he has to be taken to Neverland.
The last bean. They've opened a portal. Henry! No! Not only do we not know where they went, but Hook stole the last bean.
I don't care.
Without it, there's no way to follow.
We can't let them just take Henry.
They've taken Henry? You're the Dark One. Do something.
Gold, help us.
There's no way in this world without a portal.
Our characters,
What is that?
who for 2 seasons have been at each other's throats, find themselves having to unite to go get Henry.
I thought you didn't care about anyone but yourself.
Maybe I just needed reminding that I could.
Enough waiting around. Let's go.
I offer my ship my services to help follow them.
I think as we head into season 3, what we're excited to bring is these characters thrown together on a common journey in an insane place, Neverland, that is going to test them in ways we've never seen them tested before.
This is a mission that is going to require both heroes and villains.
You done trying to kill me?
I believe so.
Then you can live.
Each character brings a specific skill set, but all of them are needed in this new environment.
Where do they take Henry?
Neverland.
We're excited to take these characters and get them back to who they really are. And that's going to be a battle for all of them as they try to find their true selves. And in the process, we get to peel back the layers and dig a little deeper. And we're really excited for the audience to see that happen.
So who are we up against? Someone we all should fear.